Welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel, New Game Plus. We have got our quests. We have our lovely bonding points we have to use. So I think it's time for us to go into Trista. Now what I figured is I'd probably do the quests first, then bonding events. At least for the day, and then just figure out as to where we go from there. So the first one we need to go to is Keen's. Oh, there's Emma. I'll talk to her later, but first, Keen's. Welcome. Feel free to browse at your leisure. Pardon me, but you sent a request to the Student Council, didn't you? I certainly did, and I'm guessing this means you're taking care of it. Wonderful. Yep, you said you needed help with delivering some books to the Academy's instructors? Correct. I usually handle it myself, so I'm sorry to put all that work on you today. If you don't mind me asking, is there a reason you needed someone else to do this? Shamefully enough, yes. I lost the order sheet I received from the Academy, so now I'm not sure who I should deliver each book to. That's when I decided it would be best to ask one of you students instead. You're more familiar with your instructors than I am, so you might be able to deduce who ordered what. So that's why you put the request in with the Student Council. Exactly. I actually hire a part-timer who's a student at Thor's. Becky! I had planned on asking her first, but she's working elsewhere today, so the Student Council was my only recourse. Now it all makes sense. So, are you free at the moment? I'd like to get them delivered as soon as possible. Accept his request. Sure, I'll take these off your hands. Great, here you go. You'll have 5 books to deliver. They make for a heavy load, so be careful carrying them. Received Behind the War of the Lions. Received Modern Art, The Complete Works. Received Topical Science. Received Analyzing Macroeconomics. Received The Empire's Hottest Spots. Oof, you weren't kidding about the weight. Did anyone order multiple books? Don't worry, just 1 per person. So 5 deliveries, 5 people, 5 books. Seems simple enough. These are all different enough that I should be able to figure out which instructor ordered each one. I'll get started right away. I'm sure you'll do a great job. Yay! So I think the closest one would probably be Sara. She's the one who's got the hottest spot. So let's go back to the dormitory and see if we can find Sara. And I like the mention about the 5 persons, 5 books, 5 deliveries sort of idea. Reminds me of 999. Hey, any of you in the comment ever played that one? I started it, but I never got a chance to finish it though. Hey Sara. What's up, lad? Glad to see you hard at work as ever. I feel as though I'm wasting my breath pointing this out, but you do realize it's the middle of the day, don't you? You got a problem with me spending the afternoon drinking? This is my room and this is my beer. I'm not seeing the problem. Looks like she's completely gone. I get the feeling that one odd magazine in the pile is probably hers. You wouldn't happen to know what this is, would you? Rean showed Instructor Sara the Empire's Hottest Spots. Hey, that's the magazine I used the Academy's money to buy. Didn't think you read it too. Let's not jump to conclusions now. Looks like I was right on the mark. The truth is, Rean explained the situation to Instructor Sara and handed over the Empire's Hottest Spot. Thanks. That explains it though. Sounds like your work for the Student Council is varied, if nothing else. Well, might as well have a little look at it now. Flip, flip. She might be the most carefree person I've ever met. That's a magazine for people looking to tour the Empire, isn't it? That seems like something you should be buying with your own money, not the Academy's. It's for your field studies. What? I'm reading this so I can research potential field study locations. And here you are, assuming I'm using it to plan a sneaky little holiday for myself. That's pretty rude, you know. I see. That certainly does sound plausible. It might not seem like it sometimes, but I guess she really is always looking out for us. Ooh, the booze here looks pretty good. First it tells me about Celtic beer, and now this. Gotta appreciate a magazine that covers an adult's needs. I take it all back. The only person she's thinking about here is herself. Yes. Sure, orbital science can explain a lot, but can it explain why beer tastes so good in the afternoon? Woohoo! I love free days. This might be a good chance to ask her about some things I normally couldn't. Oh, no, we'll do bonding points later. Next to go around the Thor's grounds, because that's where everybody else will be. And thankfully, most of them are in the main building, I think. Except for Thomas. Thomas is definitely one for being in the library. So, library first. There's Thomas. Oh, if it isn't Rean, how may I help you today? If you're here to talk history, I'm sure I can set a few hours of my day for an engaging little chat. Not today, thanks. Instructor Thomas is in charge of history and literature. It's not hard to tell why I use pick for the former either. I'm just here to ask whether you ordered this book from the bookstore recently. Rean showed Instructor Thomas Behind the War of the Lions. Ooh, you have my Behind the War of the Lions. Wait, why do you have my Behind the War of the Lions? Well, it's a long story. Rean explained the situation to Instructor Thomas and handed over Behind the War of the Lions. I see. It all makes sense now. Thank you for going out of your way to hand deliver this book to me. It was no trouble at all. Oh, by the way, this book provides an in-depth look at several of the mysteries surrounding the War of the Lions. Though I suppose you probably figured that much out from the title. I had intended on covering these mysteries in class too, but I'd be more than happy to lend it to you if the premise catches your interest. I'll let you know if I ever find the time. Oh, Thomas, you're such a history geek. Thank you so much for delivering my book. I'll start reading it at once. What theories could be contained inside? The thought alone sets my heart racing. Oh boy, all these different books. Oh my gosh. Wait, does that book say Love Me Tender? I think it does. I don't know. There's another one there. Oh gosh. Okay, well, enough looking at books. I should probably head back outside and deal with the next one. Wasn't there somebody around? This is the faculty office around here, right? Yes, it was. Oh, everybody's favorite punch bowl teacher. You're that Rean Schwarzer from Instructor Wallenstein's class. What brings you to me? May I have a minute of your time? I'm pretty sure that he teaches the political and economics classes. That should mean... Do you know this book by any chance? Rean showed Vice Principal Henrik the copy of Analyzing Macroeconomics. And as it so happens, that's the very book I ordered from the bookstore. But why do you have it? Wait, don't tell me Wallenstein corrupted you into a petty thief. You're both stealing Academy deliveries, aren't you? Hold on. Let me explain. Rean carefully calmed Vice Principal Henrik down, explained the situation, and handed over Analyzing Macroeconomics. I see. Allow me to apologize for doubting you so readily and so vehemently. But that raises another question. Is your father is a baron, is he not? Then why, pray tell, would someone of such worthy blood perform such menial tasks? What exactly are you asking me? I do not mean to deny the work ethic or the importance of the student council, but nobles have their roles and commoners have theirs. I would just like for you to keep that in mind. I see. What's more, you could very well have a bright future. Try not to let Instructor Wallenstein's influence stain it too much. That is all. You may take your leave. Thank you for your time. You must be gunning for the title of Thor's most punchful faculty member. What else do you have to say? You are noble and you should conduct yourself as much. That goes without saying, but do not allow yourself to be dragged down by your slacker of an instructor. You're a really big asshole. I mean, honestly, what the hell is with some of these people? Alright, next would be, I think, Mary, and she's in the music room, isn't she? Yeah. That's usually where she hangs out. Well, it's either there or in Beatrix's office and they're having coffee or tea. Why, hello there. Did you have a question for me? Oh, I do. Do you have a moment? Instructor Mary teaches both the arts and math, so this should be hers. Did you order this book recently? Rean showed Instructor Mary the copy of Modern Art, the Complete Works. Oh, yes, I did. But is there a reason you have it? Funny you should ask. It's quite the story. Rean explained the situation to Instructor Mary and handed over Modern Art, the Complete Works. I see. That's very diligent of you. Not at all. I'm just doing what was asked of me. Oh, come now. No need to be so humble. I should have said this earlier, but thank you for going out of your way to bring this directly to me. I'm sure this book will increase the quality of my lessons dramatically. You've made my students very happy. That's very flattering. And thank you for taking the time to deliver this. I'll be sure to read it once I've returned to the faculty lounge. Well, I'm glad I've made one person happy, and the next, I think, is Makarov? And, yeah, okay, Roof. Oh, hey, Rean, right? What do you need? Just a moment of your time, if you can spare it. Instructor Makarov teaches natural sciences, normal engineering, so this one might just be his. Did you order this from the bookstore recently? Rean showed Instructor Makarov the issue of Topical Science. Yeah, I've got a subscription to that magazine through the bookstore. But what are you doing with it? Well, it's like this. Rean explained the situation to Instructor Makarov and handed over Topical Science. Well, that'll do it. Thanks. Between schoolwork and doing favors for the student council, you must be one busy guy. I won't deny that. Changing the subject for a minute, mind if I ask what you're doing up here? Evading all my teacherly responsibilities. Couldn't you tell? Right. How silly of me. There are some things you just shouldn't say in front of your hardworking students. It's cool, though. I'm doing just enough work to keep me from being fired. You should try it out sometime. No offense, but I think you work too hard. Today's your free day, so you should use it to relax a bit. All that hard work's gonna catch up to you if you don't. That's a good point. Whoa, I wouldn't have expected that out of him. I guess he does care about his students in his own way. Anyway, thanks for bringing me my magazine. Catch you later. Right, thank you for your time. That's all 5 books taken care of. I better go back to report to Keynes. But before I do that, let's take a look at this. Hilarious. Another issue full of crappy theories with absolutely no proper basis. Gets me every time.
Did I hand him the right magazine?
Yes, you did. It's just that he's just too smart for this world. Looks like you've made all your deliveries. What a boon you've been. Thank you. Always happy to be a boon. Here, I want to give you something as a token of my gratitude. This may come in handy at some point. Receive Grand Bay 3. Yay! More fishing stuff. Love it. I think they will. Much appreciated. Again, I cannot overstate how thankful I am. You'll be the first one I call if I ever need a hand again. I'm always willing to help. See you later. And I just looked at the book. Wait, Woo Baby? What the hell is in Woo Baby? 2 copies. Must be a very popular book. Delivery completed. And now, Klein. Klein is at the dorm. And, oh, there you are. Klein! Oh, excuse me, you're Klein, right? I am. If you're asking, you must be Rean. Yep, Rean Schwarzer, Class 7 at your service. I read you wanted me to fill in for you at your tutoring job? That's right. Something urgent's come up, so I won't be able to make it today. That's why I took this straight to the student council. If you don't mind me prying, may I ask what's so urgent? Of course. The truth is, my family got in contact with me last night to tell me that my mom collapsed when she was out working. That's all I know. But I've already got tickets for the train out to the country this afternoon. I'd do the same if I were you. The house you'll be tutoring at straight shot south from these dorms is by the riverside. Can't miss it. Your pupil's a boy named Emil, and you'll be speaking to his mother, Melissa. In terms of how you teach him, I'm leaving that up to you. And honestly, if you want to back out, that's fine too. I've already told Melissa that you're not necessarily locked in, so she'll understand if you can't make it. Thanks for giving me the out at least. Oh, right. I should have asked at the beginning, but are you sure you want me doing this? I've never tutored anyone before. Well, you're a student here, so you've got the knowledge to do it at least. Ever helped other people study before? I've helped my younger sister with things she didn't understand at Sunday school. Then there you have it. Emil's got all the books he needs already, so all you need to do is to go through the material together. Today's topic should be orbital science, by the way. You might want to brush up at the library if you're not too confident in that area. Thank you for the information. Well then, I've still got to pack, so I'll be heading back to my room now. Any other questions before I go? Oh, I should be fine with what you've told me. Nice. This will be a real weight off my shoulders. Good luck. Klein is such a stand-up guy. He is so good. I do hope nothing serious happened to his mom. So, today's topic is orbital science, huh? He probably had the right idea about going to the library. It's probably worth brushing up on my knowledge of the Rhineford Company, too. Once I've done that, I'll find that house. Alright, let's become a study buddy. Melissa, there you are. Excuse me, I was sent here by a second-year student called Klein. Oh, you must be the one filling in for him. How thoughtful of him to find a replacement. Are you free to tutor Emil now? Accept her request. Yeah, of course. Oh, thank you. I'll be taking you to his room then. Hey, Emil. Well, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Rean Schwarzer. I'm a first year and a member of Class 7. And nice to meet you. Likewise. So, what do you say we get started? Oh my gosh, and there's Woo Baby back again. We'll be going over orbital science today, correct? That's right. I've already got my textbook ready. Again, I just wonder as to what Woo Baby is all about. Page 40, huh? So we'll be focusing more on the historical side of things.
Indeed, for the record, Klein and I covered up to the beginnings of the Orbital Revolution last time. It really deserves to be called a revolution for changing everyone's lives so much and so quickly. I'm sure you know the answer, but let me ask to refresh myself. How long ago did the Orbital Revolution take place?
When did the Orbital Revolution take place? Roughly 30 years ago? Roughly 50 years ago? Or roughly 70 years ago? It was 50 years ago, I believe. Starting with an easy one, I see. It started about 50 years ago.
You make it sound like common knowledge. I should have expected you to be smart since you are a Thor student.
I wouldn't go that far.
To follow up, do you know who invented ordnance?
Who invented ordnance? Professor C. Epstein, Professor A. Russell, or Professor G. Schmidt?
Professor Epstein!
That would be Professor C. Epstein. Speaking of which, it was in the year 1155, just a year after his death, that the Epstein Foundation was formed by his skilled disciples.
Oh wow, I didn't expect to hear all that. You really are amazing.
That's not true. The way I explain things probably made them even harder to understand. Either way, I think today's plan is to go over these topics as a refresher first. And after that, we'll try and cover everything up until the year 1170 of the Septian calendar.
It sounds good to me.
That's a lot to cover in a study session. How long are these study sessions, I wonder? And that's about it. Did you manage to get all that?
Yep, I should be good to go. I have to admit, I'm surprised. It's hard to believe that a company as massive as Rhineford used to be just a single factory.
It really is. The Orbital Revolution brought about big changes just about everywhere. But it's safe to say that the Rhineford factory's transformation into such a big corporation is one of the biggest ones.
It certainly ended up having a major impact on Zemuria, so I'd have to agree. Speaking of which, I wanted to ask, what was it that the Rhineford factory specialized in making? This book doesn't really mention that.
Well, what was the Rhineford factory's specialty? Goods like clocks and cameras, vehicles like carriages and boats, or weapons like guns and artillery.
Weapons.
They specialized in making weapons such as guns and artillery. The factory's been around for a long time. I've even heard that it was around back in the Middle Ages.
That's fascinating. Thanks for letting me know. I'm impressed as just how knowledgeable you are.
I'm just doing my job.
Seems like today's session is over.
Are you okay with leaving off here for the day?
This is a good stopping point, so yes, it was a pleasure to have you as a tutor today.
Hey, a good job done, and I got all the questions. Huzzah! Thank you for covering for Klein. Emil seems to have learned a lot today.
He's a great teacher. In fact, I'd even put him on the same level as Klein.
I'm honored. I'm glad to see he's happy. Well then, I have to give you something. Receive 2,000 Mira. Yeah!
Thank you.
Wait, Mira? I just can't take this. Why not?
People normally get paid for their work.
Well, I guess. It didn't really feel like work to me. I guess it'd be rude to refuse it, though. Well, if you insist, thank you very much. You're welcome.
I'm very grateful you filled in for Klein.
Another quest done. And I should probably go back and speak to them both.
Yeah.
Thank you for standing in for Klein today. I do hope his mother is okay, though. Hopefully things aren't as bad as they seem. Yeah, thankfully they're not, but oh, Klein's so wonderful. He cares so much for his family. He's such a stand-up guy.
I'll be studying Erebonian history now that we're done with orbital science. There's some material in here that relates to what you taught me today, so doing both should deepen my understanding of both. And still, Woo Baby's at the top. And I still am confused as to what the book is. Now that we've got all that done, we should be able to do the bonding request now. So let's start off with Sara, because that's one I haven't been able to do. And I know it was one that folks were asking about too. So let's just speak to Sara. Hopefully she hasn't fallen asleep yet. Well, she was drinking a fair bit, so I don't know. Sara! There you are. Oh good, you're still awake. Well, well, if it isn't Rean Bean Machine, dutifully roaming the campus as always. I feel like I'm wasting my breath pointing this out, but you do know it's the middle of the day, right? You got a problem with me spending my afternoon drinking? It's my room and my beer. I'm not seeing the problem here. It looks like she's already plastered. Knowing her, she's probably ready to leap into action if anything serious were to come up, though. This might be a good chance to ask her about some things I normally couldn't. Spend time with Instructor Sara? Yes. Hey, just don't stand there like you've got nothing to do. You're a student, so come sit here and keep me company. I don't see how that has any relation to me being a student. Oh well, I guess this is good chance as any. I'll go get myself something to drink. Oh, be a dear and get me something to snack on while you're out, would you? Fine. Maybe some nuts? Maybe some fruit? I don't know what it is, it's invisible. Looks like you've been working pretty hard for the student council. That's what I'd like to see. Building up experience and making memories, exactly what youth's all about. I don't want to hear it. Not from the person that pushed me into it the first place anyway. Especially since I've had a lot on my mind lately regardless. So, this is about Machias, right? Was it that obvious? Well, you don't exactly have a poker face. Have you figured out a way to make up with him yet? I wish. If I'd been completely honest with him to begin with, none of this would have happened. So it's all my fault. But still... I remember when I had such simple, youthful worries. That's one way to brush me off. Well, the way I see it, your best bet would be to focus on helping the student council for today. Helping other people out with their worries helps you develop as a person and figure out how to take care of your own. Really? Of course, you need to take each and every request seriously and not just see them as boxes on a checklist. Oh, the way that a bracer would. Again, it's interesting to see all these different things come out with her now that we know that she, since we now know as to what her previous job was, it's just little signs here that are coming out of the woodwork that you may not necessarily know the first time around. It's so good. Listening carefully to what the client says. Again, client. Well, when he's doing jobs like this, it's sort of like client relationship anyway. And figuring out what they really want is the key of a part of the job. After all, people tend not to say what's really on their mind. You have to listen for it. Hey, what's with that look? I'm just surprised that you gave such a helpful, on-point reply. Can I ask what you did before you became an instructor? Well, let's just put it this way. I've got a lot of experience. More than enough to give you youngins helpful advice whenever you need it. That would be a bit more credible if you weren't completely drunk. Lucid enough to dodge the question, though. Either way, I'm your homeroom teacher. I'll always help you out if you really need me. For now, though, just focus on what you've got to do. I suppose you're right. Well, it's not every day she gives good advice. I might as well take it while I can and focus on helping out the student council.
Sarah took a swig of the beer sitting on the table.
Ah, that's the stuff. I can take her advice, right?
Your bond with Instructor Sara strengthened.
Just focus on helping the student council today. Oh yeah, good luck with your foray into the old schoolhouse too.
Thanks. I just wish I could take her to the old schoolhouse and roam around. Because, yeah, that would be really helpful to, you know, help build bonds and all that jazz. But no, we can't do that. That'd be too easy. Next, oh, may as well do Kirsch's. And then do Emma. And then do Gaius. Crew! So we meet again. Enjoying a little tea and peace and quiet today, Crow? Nah, just waiting around for an appointment. But they're sure taking their sweet time. Way to keep Guy hanging. I get the feeling you've done the same thing at least a couple of times. Woohoo! Feeling cheeky today, aren't we? Can't really deny it, though. I wonder who's waiting for her. It doesn't seem like a girl. At least, I don't think. Spend time with Crow? Yes. Mind if I join you, Crow? Sure thing. And hey, once they get here, maybe you can join in. Blade!
Yo, kept you waiting, huh?
Speak of the devil.
Sorry, we're late. We ended up getting a bit distracted.
This isn't what I was expecting. I'll let you off the hook this time. Better not let it happen again, though.
I know.
What are we messing around for? Let's get started already. It's time to duel.
Is that Blade?
Oh, what? You play? I've been telling anyone who will listen about it. Yeah, I know. Even handed a deck over to old Mick to spread the love. So what's Crow's deck that Mick gave me? Alright, take that.
Oh, you're in for it now. Don't give up, Kay.
This is nice to see. Didn't think you had it in you to look out for anyone else. Maybe you're not so bad after all. You flatter me. You'll be regretting those words, Rean. Wanna join in? Bets start at 3. You can't seriously be making children gamble. Won't somebody think of the children? I mean, that depends on your definition of gamble. We're just playing for candy.
Wait, how does that make it okay?
But it's still kind of sad you're betting against kids. Aren't you technically an adult now? Whoa there, slow down a little. Age is all relative in a clash of spirits like this. Take this! Bolt!
Haha, right into my trap. Eat this! Mirror!
Oh man, are you serious?
You did it, Kay!
Piece of cake.
Thanks, Crow!
I don't even know what we're gonna do with all these sweets. Well, you're gonna eat them all, you're gonna be hyper, and your parents are gonna really be upset. Dang it. That's the last one you're getting out of me. Looks like Crow's the only one losing anything here. I guess I could play a few rounds. Rean then joined the fun and enjoyed a few games of Blade with everyone. Your bond with Crow strengthened. Dang, I'm almost out of sweets to bet. Yo, Rean, wanna lend me some? I'll give you twice as many back, I swear. No, we're already down 50 Mira. Yeah, not happening. cheapskate. No, we're not being cheapskate. We've lost some stuff already.
Now I've got a ton of sweets. I'll split 'em with Rudy later.
Oh, that's good.
It's always fun when Crow's around.
Yeah, I bet. Okay, so next is Emma. There you are, my girl.
Oh, hello, Rean. I see you're working hard as always.
Hey there, Emma. You know, I see you in this bookstore pretty often. What brings you here today?
Well, today I'm searching for some study materials. I'm hoping to find some that'll help Fee with our classwork.
Ah, so that's it. Have you come across anything good yet?
Not quite. I've been struggling to find something that would make it easy for her to understand. But on my honor as class president, I'm going to keep looking until I find something.
I do owe her one after she cheered me up yesterday. Maybe I can help her out. Spend time with Emma? Yes. How about I help you out then?
Are you sure? Thank you so much for offering. Okay, to get started, would you mind searching over there?
Got it. We're not gonna give her a copy of Woo Baby. Even though it's there.
Huh. Unsurprisingly, most of the books here are targeted at people with a high level of education. Fee isn't quite there though, so I need something a bit simpler for her.
It's really considerate of you to use so much of your free time helping her. But isn't this cutting into your own studies?
It's not a big deal, really. I got into the academy on a scholarship, so I want to return the favor by doing all I can to help other students out. Class 7 is an especially small class too, so helping each other just seems like the natural thing to do.
That's kind of thinking is why you're our school class president. School president? No, class president.
You don't need to flatter me.
It's not flattery, it's honesty. For what it's worth, Fee's been paying a lot more attention in class since the two of you started staying together too.
I've noticed that. It's nice to see. Hopefully I can teach her how to get excited about learning new things before our midterms start.
That would definitely be a big step for her. Hearing that makes me really want to find her the right book.
You and me both.
Oh, what about that book over there? That might work.
This one?
Rean and Emma's hands brush against one another as they reach for the book. Oops, sorry about that.
Likewise.
And thus they managed to find some useful study material for Fee. Your bond with Emma strengthened, but it doesn't really matter.
Thank you for your help today, Rean. I think this will be a great study aid for Fee.
No problem. I hope your study sessions with her go well.
I'll do what I can.
And next will be Gaius. Now, where is the art room? It's over here. Yeah. Oh, hello, Rean. Sorry, did I interrupt you? Oh, nah, it's alright. Clara instructed me to do some lessons, so I've been spending the day working on those. I felt a bit tired after finishing a couple of them, though, so I'm just taking a break for now. Sounds like you've been working hard, at least. He's always working hard. He's never slacking. I kind of want to see what he's like when he's drawing. Spend time with Gaius? Yes. Would it be okay if I stayed a while and watched you draw, Gaius? Fine by me. If you got any good advice, I'm all yours too. Flowers. And bottles. Bottles and flowers. Wow, that's quite the elaborate drawing. Compliments like that make me feel like I'm improving. But don't hold back if you have any criticisms to make. Got it. Even though I think this looks pretty great already. You used to draw back home, right? Yeah, I taught myself by painting landscapes and, well, mostly landscapes. But Clara, the head of the club, wasn't too thrilled to hear that. How so? According to her, I draw purely by feel, without even the most basic artistic techniques. She told me to take what I see and make it my own. So I've been doing rough sketches like this since last month. In fact, I just finished my 100th sketch.
Holy mittens, that's a lot of sketches.
That's a lot. I don't know if I'd have the patience to sit down and do that many sketches.
Isn't it kind of a pain?
It's not that bad. It helps that Claire's words resonated with me. That's what I'm doing with my time in the Empire after all. I'm taking what I see and making it my own. And now seems like it might be a good time to ask, where are you from? I suppose, and I never did mention that, did I? I'm from the Nord Highlands, to the north of the Empire. Hold on, that's where Emperor Drykel's raised his army. All this time we were learning about Nord in class, and you were from there. Well, now you know. I do plan on telling the rest of the class eventually. Come to think of it, I don't know why guys came to Thor's in the first place. Hopefully I'll get the chance to ask him sometime. Is something wrong? Oh, no, sorry. Just, spacing out. I'd really like to see your painting when it's done. If it turns into a painting worth seeing, I'll be sure to show you. Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing this painting later. Your bond with Guy is strengthened, but again, doesn't matter. The link's at max. I'm thinking up a theme to base a future painting on. I'm not sure what exactly it'll be, though. Don't have too much set yet. Sounds interesting. Yeah, it does sound interesting. So the next thing I still have to do would be the old schoolhouse. Then I'll transition over to evening. And then there's the evening bonding events. And I'll see how much there is there. So more woo baby. I swear that thing is following me.
Thank you for watching the video today. I do appreciate it. If you can, leave a like as it does help, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. A huge thank you to my supporters, and if you'd like to help the channel, please feel free to visit the links in the description below and become a member. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye!